My belongings are on board. Farewell. And sister, if the winds are favorable and carry my assistance, stay awake and keep me informed.
Do you think I would not?
Regarding Hamlet and his fleeting affection, consider it a passing trend, a mere whim, a flower in the early bloom of youth, ephemeral, not enduring, a brief fragrance and comfort of a moment, nothing more.
No more than that. That is all?
Don't dwell on it, for just as the body grows in stature, so too does the inward service of the mind and soul. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no ulterior motive or deceit taints the purity of his intentions, but you must be cautious. Considering his status, his will is not entirely his own, for he is bound by his birth. He cannot, like common individuals, act solely according to his own desires, for upon his choices rests the safety and well-being of the entire state. Therefore, his choices must be limited to the expectations and compliance of the community of which he is the leader. If he professes his love to you, it is prudent for you to believe it, given your wisdom thus far. However, his actions and decisions are influenced by his position and obligations to Denmark. Consider the potential harm to your honor if you listen too readily to his sweet words, or if you surrender your heart or your virtue to his unchecked advances. Fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, my dear sister, and keep yourself guarded against the risks of desire. Even the most cautious maiden may be too reckless if she exposes her beauty too freely. Virtue itself is not immune to slanderous attacks. The blight of gossip often afflicts the innocent before they have fully blossomed, and in the tender morning of youth, harmful influences are most prevalent. Be cautious, then. The surest safety lies in apprehension. Youth tends to rebel against itself, even when there is no other adversary present.
I will certainly remember and apply the wisdom of this lesson to guard my heart. But, dear brother, do not lead me astray like some unkindly preachers who point out the difficult and challenging path to heaven, while they themselves indulge in carefree and irresponsible behavior, ignoring their own advice.
You need not worry yourself there. I've lingered too much. But here comes my father. Having the opportunity for a second farewell is an added blessing, as fortune favors the timing.
You've still here, Laertes? Get moving. Come aboard. Come aboard. Don't delay any longer. The wind is in the sails, urging you forward. Here, take my blessing with you, and remember these few pieces of advice I impart to you. Keep them close to your heart. Don't speak every thought that crosses your mind, and let your actions be proportionate to your thoughts. Be friendly, but not overly familiar. Hold on to true friends tightly, but don't waste your time with every new acquaintance that comes along. Avoid getting into fights, but if you find yourself in one, make sure your opponent knows you're not to be trifled with. Listen to everyone, but speak sparingly. Accept criticism, but don't rush to judgment. Dress well, but don't overdo it. Opt for quality over extravagance, as your attire often reflects your character. And in France, among the highest echelons, integrity and generosity prevail. Remember this: avoid borrowing or lending, as loans often lead to the loss of both money and friendships, and borrowing hampers one's ability to manage finances wisely. Above all else, stay true to yourself, for if you remain authentic, you cannot deceive others. Farewell, my son. May my blessings guide you on your journey.
I take my leave with the utmost humility. Bye, Dad.
The hour calls for your departure. Go on, your attendants await.
Goodbye, Ophelia, and heed carefully what I've told you.
It's firmly stored in my memory, and you'll be the one to hold the key to it.
Well, it's time. Goodbye.
What is it, Ophelia, that he has said to you?
If it pleases you, it was something about Lord Hamlet.
Indeed, it has been said that he has often spent private time with you lately, and you have been very generous with your attention. If what has been reported to me is true, and I say this out of concern, I must tell you that you may not fully understand yourself as it is proper for my daughter and for your reputation. What is going on between you two? Tell me the truth.
He has, my lord, recently expressed his affection for me on several occasions.
Affection? Bah, you speak like an inexperienced girl, unaware of the dangers in such situations. Do you truly believe his expressions of affection, as you call them?
I'm uncertain, my lord, how I should interpret his actions.
Well, let me enlighten you. Consider yourself naive for accepting his advances as genuine currency, when in fact they lack authenticity. Value yourself more highly, or to put it bluntly, if you continue to accept such offers without scrutiny, you'll end up making a fool of me.
My lord, he has expressed his affection for me in a respectful fashion.
Yes, you may call it fashion. Ah, fashion, a passing fancy. Indeed, go on.
Yes, he has adorned his speech with almost all of the sacred vows of heaven.
Yes, those are traps to catch simpletons. I know well that when passions run high, the soul is extravagant with its promises. These passionate declarations, my daughter, shining bright but lacking substance, will soon fade away, even as they are being made. Do not mistake them for true affection. From now on, be more cautious in your interactions, value your presence more highly, and do not readily engage in conversations. As for Lord Hamlet, believe that he is young and has more freedom than you. In short, Ophelia, do not trust his promises, for they are not genuine, but mere pleas for improper advances, disguised as holy and sincere propositions, aimed at deceiving. This is my advice to you. From now on, do not waste a single moment entertaining idle talk with Lord Hamlet. Take heed of my words. Let's go.
Okay, my lord, I'll do as you say.